Next, let's talk about the biggest muscle in our body, our glutes. But in our modern times, if you don't use it, you lose it. And a lot of our high knees are shrinking down, and it's causing a world of problems for our knees, for our hips, and for our backs. So a lot of times I see in a classic gym setting, we are trying to strengthen the glutes, but the way that we're doing it is, again, reinforcing a lot of that compression and tightness. So what if we could train our glutes in a way that really feeds athletic posture, strong backs, strong hips, and everything else in between? Again, a lot of the ways that I see people training glutes has to do with this hip thrust motion, clenching and squeezing, which can develop this muscle, but we're taking away from the functional movement that our body wants to do as humans, which is walking throughout our environment, very free and fluid. If I go here, a lot of glute bridging, thrusting, kettlebell swinging, even our classic lifts, the resting position is often the compressive position. Let's train eccentrically. And one of my favorite ways to do this, other than rockers, squatting, drop-ins, just the classic groundwork, is in the travel work. And that is the walk, of course running, but also crawling. Especially to all my ladies out there that love to train the high knee. Every day is glute day if you know how to use your high knee properly. I challenge you to start crawling. Start crawling. I'm doing a little incline tread crawl. You can also baby crawl on the ground, bear crawl, but it shouldn't be blowing up just your quads or wrists or shoulders if you know how to load and use your glutes and hips very athletically, and as humans were designed to move, then whoo, let me tell you, 10 minutes of crawling, big glute engagement, super powerful. You can also put a band on if you do this, but not only am I strengthening, if I'm doing this well, and maybe you need some help learning how to crawl, that's okay, that's what I'm here for. But if I'm doing this well, I'm also favoring my lats, my core, my mobility, my ranges that I can hit. And then when I am done crawling, I can now leave that gym setting, or maybe you're crawling outdoors, I can leave the crawl environment and take that same pattern and work into my walk, my squats, my reaches down to the ground, whatever it is. No hip pinching, no low back pain, no knee pain. Everything just feels super strong. So go back to the ground and learn to use your hips in a way that translates into the most optimal, efficient movement, not just in sport, not just in fitness, not just in training, but in your everyday life.